The Easter ceasefire, which took effect at 4 p.m. on April 11th, ended late on April 12th. The parties resumed hostilities in an attempt to strengthen their positions before the start of the summer military campaign's active phase. The situation in the Sumy region remains challenging for the Ukrainian army. Russian units are systematically occupying additional bridgeheads along the border stretching the front line. The Ukrainian Operational Tactical Command Pivnich appears to have exhausted its reserves and cannot meet the needs of multiple crisis zones. This is evidenced by the redeployment of the 92nd and 209th Separate Anti-Tank Battalions, Ground Forces Command Reserves, to Sumy, suggesting that frontline Ukrainian units can no longer handle the situation independently. From April 8th to the 9th, the Ukrainian command began deploying assault teams to the border villages of Ivashki and Rodone in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian armed forces were sending in groups of 2 to 3 people every few hours in an attempt to conceal their actions and intentions from Russian intelligence. However, the moment the first group of Ukrainian soldiers appeared, the area was subject to round-the-clock aerial surveillance. All temporary deployment points of the assault groups were identified for subsequent fire strikes. On April 10th, units of the Russian North Military Group struck with thermobaric shells, destroying Ukrainian Armed Forces Assault Group personnel and thwarting an impending provocation in this sector of the front. On the eve of the Easter truce, units of the Russian South Military Group continued to engage in fighting for control of Konstantinovka, which is located on the southern flank of the Slavyansk sector of the front line. To the west of the city, Ukrainian troops launched a counterattack in an attempt to regain lost ground in Ilinovka. If Russian units advance northward along the city's outskirts, the situation for the city's garrison will rapidly deteriorate. On April 13th, it was reported that the Russian command had shifted part of its efforts northwards to the Verlilubivka area. This area is of critical importance to the Ukrainian army. Prior to the ceasefire announcement on April 11th, a combined Russian group destroyed buildings housing units of the Ukrainian 63rd Separate Mechanized Brigade in Novomikhailovka in the Zaporozhye sector. The brigade suffered losses in personnel and equipment. An ammunition depot was also hit, evidenced by secondary explosions. Thus, while the Easter pause lasted barely 36 hours, its end has been marked by intensified Russian operations across multiple sectors.